Hello, hello. Sorry for the delay. I could not get online. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Are we all here? Okay. I'm just looking at your messages. How is everyone doing? Hello, hello. Can you guys hear me? Okay. So, let's see. Thank you. Okay, yes, you can hear me. Good, good, good. Hello, hello. How's everyone doing? Okay. I tried to live stream from my computer, but I don't know, something happened, wouldn't let me, so I have to use my good old cell phone camera. So we're going with this. Okay, so we are taking a look at the weekly collective reading all signs, April 6th through the 12th, so this upcoming week. This will be a love reading. And I am currently uploading the 3-month forecasts on my channel for each sign. So if you didn't get a chance to check that out, definitely check that out. Okay. It's a mix of love and a general reading. So career, health, um, you know, and love situations like that. Okay. So as you guys know, we're going to do the top row for the person you may be connected with or connecting with physically or spiritually. And then the bottom row will be you. And I'll pull a couple of cards from the Romance Angels just to see what the love energy is as well. And then hopefully an outcome. Okay. So give me 1 second here. I just want to give these cards a little bit more of a shuffle, let you guys pop in here. How is everyone doing? Are everyone healthy and staying home if possible? It's getting really crazy out here in the world. Okay. So again, remember, this is a general reading. If you need to get a personal reading from me, you can click the link in the description box below, or moderators will post it. You can contact me on the Instant Go app, and I do phone call readings there. Okay, so let's take a look at the love energy of the person whom you are here listening for and see what's happening with them. Spirit, please show us the love energy for this week, for the person my viewers are connecting with in their hearts, their mind, their soul. Love energy, love energy. Okay. Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Okay. So this person is in a state of release, releasing someone. Okay. They're releasing their ex. Now, is that you? It could be. Or they have an ex that they are letting go of. Clearing the energy, basically. All right. That card is very straightforward. So let's take a look and see what else is going on with them. Okay. They have the Eight of Swords. So there's definitely an energy here of feeling trapped, imprisoned. Very difficult for them to let go of something or someone. Temperance. Okay. That's Sagittarius energy. Yeah, I feel like whomever you're connecting with or whomever you're thinking of at this time, your person might be a bartender or a chemist. Maybe not, it doesn't have to be, but this person is trying to gain some balance in their life right now. Trying to find a place of peace and harmony, because I feel like with this Eight of Swords, they're really not in a good place right now. Okay. There's a struggle. This sometimes card can represent having a mental struggle. Could be like a mental disability, or it's either them or the person they're trying to release. And maybe it's something with you, but this feels more, this is along the lines of their energy. And I feel like they are having trouble letting go of someone. Okay. Temperance here feels very much like this is divinely guided. It's time for them to put things into perspective about a connection, balance things out. This person may be feeling as if they were victimized. They may be coming to terms with the fact that they played the role of victim, that maybe things weren't as. In other words, what I'm trying to say is they were making the situation worse on themselves, right? Feeling more like they needed rescue. Okay, somebody needed rescue, and I feel just like trying to. This feels like it's a struggle to let go of someone. It's a struggle. Now, what else? Okay, the Two of Wands, future planning and progress here. So, whomever you're dealing with, I feel like I'm hearing that old song, Always Look at the Bright Side of Life. I feel like this person is really trying to let go of something and trying to stay positive about a partnership, making a decision, trying to determine if there's a chance to have a future or if this situation can progress. Okay. And, I'm going to be honest with you because that's what I do here. This might have something to do with you. I feel like this person is having a hard time letting go of the connection. Okay. And I know some of you are maybe single and you just don't know what I'm talking about. And so this might not be the reading for you. But it feels more to me like a past person. Okay. That you know of, or maybe you were involved with. They're kind of they're in a place of being confused, okay, trying to see the bright side, but yet still feeling like they were suffering from some type of damage in the connection, right? And listen, I know you guys. I know if this is your ex, and I know you're saying, well, they were the one that did it. Well, it's a dance. It takes two people. I'm not accusing anyone of being abusive. I'm just picking up the energy of where this person's perspective, because I feel like they saw some very positive things about your connection, that there was a potential for growth, and they did want to have progress with this relationship or this connection. But there's also somebody maybe fight or dealing with some mental struggle here. Okay, sometimes this can be depression or a pre-anxiety type condition. Maybe this person always being on like the cliff ready to jump. I don't mean that in like that very negative way, but feeling that tension. I feel like this person, your person, truly needed to just take a break and try to gain some perspective, balance things out. Okay, we have the King of Wands has fallen out. So this is fire energy. Okay. This is a card. This is somebody who takes leadership in their life. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. This is someone who, this is an alpha energy, whether it's male or female. I feel like, you could be dealing with a fire sign, especially it could be a Sagittarius, but if not, this is someone who is coming back from the brink of almost being crushed. Okay, the Empress just fell out here. So that's Libran energy, could be Taurus. And again, that's a card of harmony. So I feel for you that the person that you were with really could not see your value. because it's the forest through the trees situation. The person you were connecting with had a difficulty seeing your value. They were too wrapped up in themselves and their own issues. And I feel like they're actually taking a look to see now that there may be time apart between you, if this connection can actually go somewhere, if there's a chance that there could be a future together. And so it feels mostly to me like they are trying to gain clarity about this at this time and put things into perspective and balance things out. Now, let me clarify Temperance. Okay, the Knight of Pentacles, yeah. The Knight of Pentacles is a solid offer. This is taking some action. It's delayed. I think your person is trying to figure out. You know what I'm feeling is that they're realizing that they didn't give enough or give to you something solid in the past, because they were just really wrapped up with their own insecurities, because the Eight of Swords is a card that speaks about insecurities. Okay. And I also feel that your person is beginning to see their own self-worth and value as well. Healing. The Empress is, when you just don't go from the Eight of Swords to the Empress easily. The Temperance card is a very healing energy. Very. It's balancing out the emotions, especially because of the Two Cups here. This is a card about equal give and take. And I feel like whomever you were connecting with wasn't replenishing that with which what you gave to them. And so it feels to me like they are really gaining perspective on this now and seeing that they really needed to give back. I just feel like they couldn't, I don't feel like it was really intentional. I just feel like they couldn't because of this Eight of Swords. They were too wrapped up in their own stuff. It's kind of like when people, you get into a relationship after you've had trauma, and then it's hard for you to be in a healthy relationship because you haven't healed from the trauma. And whatever their trauma was, okay, they may have had trauma with a past ex, and they're coming to terms with finally releasing that and letting that go. Now, the Page of Cups for the Empress here, there's communication coming, and it's sweet, and it's nice, and it's sincere. Okay, and I feel like your person does want to communicate with you and reach out and get something started, or just reconnect with you. Could be an apology, or just something sweet, especially with what's going on in the world right now. How are you? How are you feeling? Like very caring words. Very caring words. Which will be very enlightening to you, because I feel like it's a sign, will become like a sign to you that this person is outside of the self, which is something that you may have just wanted. Um, a little care, a little TLC. And that's what the Page of Cups is, a little TLC. So this is their energy this week I'm picking up on here. Now let's take a look at yours for this week to see what is your love message here for those who are listening, please. Okay. It says let go of control issues, and I will tell you, the wedding card popped out under, and that's in the reverse. So if you were looking to be married, or maybe just something, this is a card of it not happening or it being delayed. And it's a situation that does involve marriage. And it's saying for you to let go and just allow the situation to unfold. Okay? Maybe there was a stop in a relationship, a breakup, something that couldn't progress. It might be something that you wanted and you're being asked this week, at least to let go and just allow things to flow the best way that they possibly can. If they can go that way, they will, and if it won't, then it won't, right? But let go of the idea at this time. It seems to be an important message for you. Okay, just, if your person reaches out to you this week, don't read into it. Just leave it be, let it go. Just be present, be mindful in the moment with no expectation. Okay, now let's take a look and see what else your energy, what messages here are for you. Okay, seek balance, right? Remember I was saying, don't have any expectation. Just try to maintain a sense of balance and steadiness. You may feel, especially if you hear from your person, feel like you're back on an emotional roller coaster again, or that you may fear that you might be. That could happen. And if you begin to feel that way, just kind of like level yourself off a bit, right? With these two pentacles here, this is, this is the infinity sign here about this partnership. And I feel like this situation, it just kind of goes around and around a little bit for you. Emotionally, you may feel you have the two, they have the two. So this definitely speaks to me about partnership. They're seeing or hoping for progress or future, or thinking about that, and you're just trying to steady yourself here and not be emotionally reactive, I feel, when there's communication from them. So let's see what else is coming here for you. Oh, look, you have the Empress. So yeah, that is them seeing you. You're staying in your Empress energy, having that new beginning. Some of you females having your glow up this week. Some of you males, very focused on, some of you might, maybe your mother, if you're male, and are also thinking about your mother, or focusing on this queen or this Empress from your past. You know who you are, male or female, you know who you are. And some of you, of course, might be a Libra or a Taurus, but they see you now in that light. I don't know why. I don't know what happened. I feel like they're gaining a sense of balance and purpose. That Eight of Swords really they've been on the brink and healing. Maybe there was a breakup in the past, and now there's this healing journey. And I know it sounds so cliche, but where else are you going to hear about that, Let me see what else. This also could be wanting to start a family, or pregnancy. And also it's for you, because we were talking about the wedding card being in reverse. It's also a message for you to stay in your divine feminine energy, even if you're male, to be a bit passive in the sense. Don't be too, you know, with this control, any type of control, to have something a particular way, or that you want something a particular way. Just kind of let it flow, because that's what the Empress does. She lets all things be. Okay, the Devil card is here. It's Capricorn energy. So that might be for you, balancing out the negativity and the positivity when it comes to this connection. Okay, you're fighting a little bit of a battle here in your heart when it comes to the significant person in your heart, because there may have been a level of toxicity in this connection. There may have been a bit of obsession or jealousy that could have played a role for some of you, and could have been coming from you, or something you experienced with this person. But you are definitely being asked with the Two of Pentacles to steady the flow here. Steady the flow. I want to pull two more cards, and then I will clarify this. Okay, look at all the major arcana, the Emperor. So that's Aries energy. Some of you have a father figure who has a high influence on you, or who has had a high influence on you. If you're male, an expectation of what you are to be as a male, your role as a male in relationships. And some of you might be also thinking about your parents and, that question, was my parents' relationship toxic, or was there a struggle? Am I emulating, or have I been emulating the dynamics of what I saw growing up? Okay, so there are some questions here, maybe trying to balance those two things out. But this is also an energy with the Empress and the Emperor. They go together. And you're also seeing that you and your person are two peas in a pod. You are a meant to be situation, but this toxicity or this devil energy may have played a role, and I feel like it played more of a role in a control issue. Okay, when it comes to toxic behavior, and so for some of you, that may be something you need to take a look at. Okay. Also might have been, on a side note, an addiction. Maybe your parents had some type of an addiction issue, or they had, again, some toxicity in their marriage or their relationship or whatever the connection was. Okay. There's also an energy here of really, really needing and wanting so much to be with your person, because you know that you both belong together, or you feel it deep in your heart. Um, but this is might be controlling you as well if you are separated from them, and that's why it's really important for you to heed this advice here, to allow this situation to just either redevelop or just develop naturally. Okay, one more card, please, Spirit. Okay. So the Four of Pentacles, you're definitely not letting go. Be careful. Again, as I was saying, this is a card of possession. This is a card of blocking. Some of you might feel safe if you receive a message from this person to kind of put your dukes up a little bit with them, because this relationship or this connection had a tone of struggle in the past. Um, I'm feeling an energy of a bit of fear, fear of being on this, or being on an emotional roller coaster again with someone. Fear is a control thing. And this devil is playing a role. This devil is playing a role in this connection for sure. I don't feel like, and when I talk about your mother and your father, please know what yes, it is for those of you who experience that, but it's also two people who had a heavy influence on your life, that were either, they didn't have to be a mother and father. It could have been a grandfather and a grandmother. Could have been a brother who was married, or a sister who was married, or just two people who played a strong role in your life, that had a struggle. Okay. I want to clarify these three cards, though. The Empress, the Devil, and the Emperor. So the Empress, please. Okay. The Emperor. So for some of you, I feel like there was a male in your life who had walls up. And I feel like there was a female in your life who tried very much to take care of you as a child, was very focused on you. There may be a father figure, someone who was a bit jealous of the relationship between you and a mother. Okay, these are specific messages for some of you. But there is also an energy here that you do want to communicate with this person, and try to, you do want to talk back to them. You do want to communicate back to them to some degree. But you also are holding back. So you're very conflicted or you fear that if there is communication, there will be this holding back energy with them. Now let's just clarify this devil energy here. Okay. Because I was thinking to myself when I wanted to clarify a little bit earlier before I did the Page of Wands and such, that I was thinking, how do you get rid of this devil, this toxicity? And you have the Fool card. This is messages coming through is telling me to tell you to do the opposite of what you've always done, to take a risk. You've been possibly living under this conflicted energy for a long time. It's just born into you. It's like bore into your soul. You're being asked to take some kind of risk. This is Aquarian energy, to go out on a limb here. Whatever you've done in your past in regard to this connection, if this comes back around for you, you need to go in the opposite direction of what you've done in regards to the dynamics of this connection in order for this healing and this new beginning to start. Because I feel for now, you are still in survival mode and it's quite a struggle. You're kind of like enthusiastic, I see, and excited to communicate with this person. And then again, you're also taking a step back and rethinking it. You know, the Fool is going this way. So it feels to me like you're being asked to take a risk and not stay in this energy, not keep walls up or keep these heavy walls up because of fear that that it might fall apart again or fall apart. Okay. Let's take a look and see what the possible outcome is this week. I feel like the opposite, really, for some of you, is to honestly just allow it to just happen. Allow the situation to just unfold. Some of you wanted this so bad, or are wanting this so bad. The Fool's a card about letting go, being free, freeing yourself from that devil energy. So for a lot of you, this has to do with letting go of an outcome expectation, especially if you are connecting with someone. And for others, this let go could have everything to do with blocking communication and not communicating with them at all. And that might be the opposite of everything you've done in the past. You know, so it really just depends. It really just depends. All right, let's take a look here and see possible outcome. And remember, this reading, this is guidance. You obviously have free will, so you can do what you feel is best. And I encourage you to do what you feel is best. But there may be something here that you need to have an understanding about, not just within the other person, but within yourself. All right, outcome, please, Spirit. Okay, you have the Three of Wands. Expand yourself. This is a 3, which represents communication. Your outcome advice here is to see what comes to you. If you get some type of communication, observe it first before you react or respond to anything, right? And that is what this is about, balancing yourself here. Because it might excite you to hear from someone, and that might influence how you respond, or it might make you very, very upset, and that also might influence how you respond. So sit on it for a minute when you hear from this person. Just sit on it. Don't overanalyze it. Don't go down the rabbit hole. Have a little bit of foresight. think about this if you get this communication from this person. It doesn't necessarily have to be this week, okay? But let's see. There's a lot going on in the world. Sometimes the Three of Wands can be about waiting to hear from someone, or thinking about travel, or seeking, or kind of like a dreamer card, you know, looking out on the horizon and thinking about what could be. You have a lot going on in your heart and your mind about a connection here. So I feel like you need to just kind of sit on it for a minute. Okay, you have the Ace of Swords. So this is getting clarity, which is something you need. You see that crown up there? That represents a card, that represents victory and clarity and communication. And I feel for you that you need to gain, like really take a step back, a step out of yourself, and really see the situation for what it is, and not for the gaps that you had to fill in. If you were left confused or in a situation where you didn't get closure, or you didn't truly understand what happened, and you had to fill in the gaps, and that can be so damaging to you, because you just don't know, or you did get you did get some type of closure, some type of information, but it still wasn't, like, you still hadn't reached that place of clarity, because it wasn't enough. You know, it's kind of like having a puzzle and only having a few pieces. It wasn't the whole story. This week, you may get clarity this week, because you sit and you just kind of sit on something a little bit. I do feel there will be communication coming that to you from someone that will bring you truth. Okay. Is it truth you want to hear? It could be. It might not be. But it's really important, because you need to release. Some of you may need to just finally give yourself closure, or put an end to something. For others, there is a cycle that's passing here. But after a death cycle, there is always a new cycle. Okay? This feels to me like whatever you've been suffering from in your heart is coming to an end. And it's most especially this week. Okay? The moon in reverse. Truth, clarity, realizations. We have Scorpio energy. We have Cancer Piscean energy. Okay? Could be communication from an air sign for some of you. But this moon in reverse tells me that you are going to get answers coming for you this week. Okay? You are going to have truth come to you, either through within or from somebody else. Right? So it's very deep reading. Very deep reading. For some of you, if this is your person releasing you to have a new cycle start over again with you, a healing, this very well could be your message. For others, they may be releasing someone from their past that prevented, either person, place, or thing that prevented you both from having a future. And releasing that person is bringing them back. They're getting their healing and taking on that role of being a leader in the connection. All right? Kind of like, you know, it's no longer, okay, so what I'm trying to say is, it may have felt like it was unbalanced. One person needed so much more than the other. But what we want are relationships where we're both team leaders in the connection, right? Where we give that love and that care, caring for one another, being partners in crime, equals. And I feel like your person probably needed so much more than you were capable to give, and really couldn't be a team leader with you, a partner, co-partner in this relationship. And I see them here actually coming back up to your level and meeting you halfway, and so that you both can put something in together, contribute evenly with one another. And so it's very positive. It feels very positive to me. And again, if this doesn't happen this week, play the energy out, wait and see. Wait and see. Allow things to unfold naturally, even the timing and the fluidity of the reading. All right, so I hope that you enjoyed that. That was a 35-minute weekly reading. So I will end it there. Please do hit the subscribe button and the like button if you enjoyed this video. And we're going to move on to the question portion of the reading. So if there's anyone that would like to hit the PayPal button, make a payment, $20. I'll pull 3 cards for you, and you can get a personal reading from me. You're very welcome, Mark. You're very welcome. And hello to everyone in the room. And let's see. Give me a second here so I can just format myself a little bit. Do we have anyone that has made a payment for a question? You can go ahead and put a star next to your question here in the chat. Okay, let's see. Hi, Marco. How are you? Did you just get in here? Say hello to my friend Marco, everyone. Good, good, good. Oh, you've been in? Okay. I don't usually look at the chat while I'm doing the reading, so my apologies if I didn't say hello. Okay. All right, so let's take a look here and see if anyone has any questions. While you're here, if you just pop in, you can just rewind back to the beginning of the video while it's live so you can hear the weekly reading. Hi, Stephanie. How are you? And yeah, we're doing live live paid readings today. How is everyone? Where are we all from? Where's everyone from? I am in New Jersey, and New Jersey is not so hot right now here. Yes, Colorado. Mark is in Colorado. Chicago. Okay, Chicago. That's right. And let's see. The numbers are going up here in New Jersey, and we really don't have much. Thank you, Marco. You can go ahead and ask your question. We don't have much testing here. It's awful. Thanks, Stephanie. Oh gosh, Deja, please be safe in New York. Please be safe. I'm in Santa Barbara, but from Portland, Maine. Okay. And Deja, are you in New York City or are you in New York State? I know New York numbers are mostly reflective of the city and what have you. Oh, you're in Westchester. Oh my goodness. You're staying in the house, right? Hopefully, if you're able to. Westchester got hit really hard. Corpus Christi, Texas. Oh, wow. How is it out there, Adri? Good. You are inside. Good. In Texas, yes. I know there are some states in the United States that are not doing the stay-at-home thing. So That's a bit concerning. I probably shouldn't talk too much about the virus here because my YouTube doesn't want us talking about it. It's weird. We can go out for food, but I'm freaked out. I stay in. Yeah, I hear you. I'm staying in as well. I've been in more than 2 weeks. But I work from home, so I'm used to it. I'm just hoping this will all be over soon. Hoping all will be over soon. So if anybody would like to make a payment and ask a question, go right ahead. Let's see. All right. So Marco says, I came across a Virgo. Is she the choice of the road I should take? Or should I give my past Gemini a wait and let her make a move if she decides to reach out to me on a love level? We do talk daily. Okay. So the question is, should you go with the Virgo or should you go with the Gemini? Okay. Let's see. So I will pull 3 cards. All right. So first, should you go with the Virgo? Should you go with the Virgo? Should Marco go with the Virgo? Okay. Queen of Pentacles. Well, that's Virgo. Let's see. Should you go with the Gemini? Let's see. Should you go with the Gemini? 10 of Cups for the Gemini. Let me pull a card for this, the center here and see. Because the Gemini represents marriage, happiness, that rainbow stuff, family. And the Virgo represents practicality, work-oriented person, very work-driven. The thing is, though, I said rainbow stuff. They both have rainbows, Marco. So let's see. Center, please answer. The King of Cups. Very interesting. Give me a second. I may have to pull a clarifier, which I think I do. I will. Sometimes, even though it's 3 cards, sometimes more energy plays out. And so the 10 of Cups energy. Okay. On the Gemini represents a risk. Also represents letting go. This Queen of Pentacles represents judgment. And that represents having truth. So, okay. I feel the main message for you with the King of Cups, Marco, because they both look okay to me. It feels like the main message is for you to go with what your heart is telling you and your intuition, not your head. Because I feel like they both look good. Both looks good, right? Give me a second here. Yes, you have a lot of passion for the Gemini. And the Virgo, this is very sweet communication, and it's very endearing to the heart. The Virgo is very honest and truthful. The Virgo has healed from all wounds, and is someone who is if this is a card of reconciliation, so it feels to me Like you will find your heart and your truth with the Virgo. And it's a very kind connection with the Virgo. Yeah. So it's a little, it, it's a lot of confusion for you. I see that here. And it feels to me like your intuition, your heart, what your heart is telling you, because you're a lover, what your heart is telling you to go with. And then the Queen of Wands did pop out here. So that's Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy that I was going to put on the King of Cups. So it feels to me that the fiery, passionate one is the one you should connect with. You want, that's the one you want. That's the one you want to be with, the one who's got that passion and that spark. And I'm not sure which one that is. It feels like you're very passionate about the Gemini, but it also feels to me like the kindness and the sweet energy and the good stuff is with the Virgo. So, you'll have to see how that plays out. The one really who strikes your emotions the most is the one you should go with. Now, would you say you never physically meet the Virgo? Okay, well, keep it as guidance because you never know. That energy, it might not be time to make the decision yet because you haven't physically met the Virgo. And I'm assuming that you've met the Gemini. Okay. So it might not be time to make the decision just yet. Okay, so we have, thank you though. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Alex, for the, I'm assuming that's a donation. So we have Stephanie and Hadija. So let's see. Did Stephanie post her question? All right, so we'll go with Adija because I see her there. Okay. I would like to know, oh, there she is. I would like to know if my Libra twin is still willing to fight for our connection once he is balanced. Okay. The Libra would like to fight for the connection once he is balanced. Okay. Three of Wands. Three of Cups. Oh, this is very light energy. Queen of Cups. So, fighting, no. Communicating, keeping things light and simple. Fighting for it like a warrior who's trying to, save something. I'm not picking up that energy, Stephanie. Okay, as far as like fighting, because that's not really here. But I also feel that your person is very communicating with others at this time. Really not taking things seriously with the emotions here, not being clingy, not being emotionally connected, really. See how she's dumping out this cup? Doesn't want an emotional connection, is looking forward to the future. Light energy with the Three of Cups is how it feels. This is the energy that I feel is playing out right now for this person. Okay, and not looking for an emotional commitment. Yeah, that's how I feel. Just basically communicating with other people, perhaps other women. A lot of communication and just chilling. not fighting really. And I look at the Three of Wands, I just see someone who's just sitting at their desk. Um, might be communicating online or talking to people online, really not connecting at all, or not even maybe with you. Yeah. Well, if you haven't spoken to someone in over 2 months, I mean, that's definitely not fighting the connection. Also, I'm picking up that your Libra doesn't feel like you're interested either. Because how that Queen of Cups was emptying her cup, like no emotion left here. So yeah, I'm just picking that up for you, Stephanie. Maybe, and that's the other thing I was seeing too. And I hate when I see these things after I pull the cards and put them back. But that Three of Wands made me also feel like waiting, because the Three of Wands is a waiting energy, and maybe waiting to hear from you, to see if you are still interested. Still looking at text messages, or still looking at the iPad. I don't know, does somebody have an iPad or a computer, or here waiting for a word, waiting for a reply. Yeah, I don't know where the card went. So yeah, and waiting for you to fight for the connection. So you know that obviously is up to you. Yeah, what you want to do with that, you know, obviously it's up to you. But I don't see this person in fight mode, quite honestly. Okay. But that's for now. That energy could change later, you know. All right, I hope that was helpful. Wasn't the best news, but so Hadija, and thank you, Catherine, and thank you, Adriana. All right, Catherine has a $10 question. Okay. Yeah, maybe mirroring each other. Thank you, Mark. All right. Will Gemini reach out? Deja says. Will the Gemini reach out? Let's see. Deja, will the Gemini reach out? Okay. Nine of Wands. Well, that's an energy of no. Not really communicating. But then the Lovers. So that feels more like, yes, there's your Gemini card, the Lovers. And the Page of Swords. Yep. Thinking about what to say to you. Okay. Trying to, watching to see your temperament, or somehow watching, I don't know how, but looking to see where you are and whether or not there is thinking about whether or not the Gemini is thinking about whether or not they should. Definitely wants to reconcile. Definitely is a card of communication. So I feel your answer is yes here. The Gemini will reach out. Yes, very definitely. Well, very much so. But they're just kind of like have walls up, or you have walls up, or they're trying to discern whether or not you are have your walls up, or you're not. Have you backed off? That kind of thing. But I feel like this person does want reconciliation with you. They do want to communicate with you, and I'm seeing like honestly, the communication that comes might be a little tactless. Something that gets said. It's not sweet communication. It's not, it's not anything along the lines of like, "Oh, I miss you," or or "I want to connect with you." It's more like almost. I'm feeling like a communication that comes through that's kind of like, what do I want to say? I'm sorry. Like a dirty joke, or something harsh you know? Yeah, okay. It's a new love situation. Doesn't have to be reconciliation. Can definitely be coming together, two people coming together and communicating. Um, I feel like the Gemini doesn't really know how to approach you and is going to um, start off with kind of like a rude, brash message or something to you. You know, it's not anything along the lines of like, oh, you know, you're like, it's not complimentary, is what I mean. It's an icebreaker type of communication that comes through. Um, but I feel you will both find yourselves to be very similar in the way you communicate and have an understanding between one another. And I do see something starting here. So for sure. You might, and that might be why he might trip over his tongue, you know, because the Page of Swords is always like, imagine like a teenager that just mouths off and doesn't think before they speak. It's not, they don't have like thoughtful words, they just say something. So it could be nervous energy. That might be why there's this being held back a little bit, you know, like really overthinking about what to say. And then they think so much, they just say something, and it might take you a little bit off guard, but it's not bad or anything. It just might feel weird, you know. Instead of just saying, hey, do you want to get together, it's more like, you know, like a dirty joke or something. It's just stupid, just something like, it might even feel offensive at the moment. Yeah, but it's a yes, it's a yes. It's a yes. It looks good. You'll appreciate it because I feel like what comes out, you'll be like, gosh, you're so immature, but you'll understand where it's coming from because of a bit of nervousness. This person doesn't know how to approach you, so it's kind of cute. Okay, Catherine and Adriana. Okay, Catherine has a $10 question. You're welcome. Be safe out there. Catherine, will Capricorn that ghosted me reach out? Okay, let's take a look. Catherine. Oh, and I want to tell you guys, if you pay for a reading from me, whether it's a phone reading or it's here or it's, yeah, whether it's a phone reading or it's here, and I give you the reading and you don't like the outcome or the way the reading came out, and you try to request a refund from me, I am going to deny it because I do not give refunds for digital services. You are at your own risk when you request a paid reading from me, and you have to know that going in. Once in a while, I will get someone who will try to get a refund because they didn't like the the outcome of the reading, or they didn't like the reading. And I will fight tooth and nail because I've put the effort in to look into your situation. Okay, so I just want to state that real quick because I certainly did have someone who did that to me last week, and she is going to be banned from my channel. She pops up again because that is not fair. The thing is, if you're struggling for money, if you need $20, hit me up. I'll send you a couple dollars. I have no problem with that, but don't be deceitful and don't be a liar. I do not appreciate that at all. So, disclaimer, I said what I had to say. I don't sit down here for nothing. We all have to be true to ourselves, of course, but tarot readings always are for entertainment purposes only. All right, let's see. Who do I have next? Catherine. I forgot Catherine's question. I'm sorry, because I started. Will Capricorn that ghosted me reach out? Okay, I'm sorry about that, Catherine. All right, Catherine, will you reach out? Oh, Catherine, that's a big fat yes. I do feel, and look, that is earth energy. So yes, I do feel your Capricorn will reach out to you. It will. And he may, there may be some conversation about something he's been doing. It could have something to do with work. Maybe he's got a new project or opportunity or something along those lines. Like it's not real lovey-dovey. So if you're looking for that, I wouldn't count on that. But I do feel like he'll say something along the lines of, with everything going on in the world, I've got a new business project or something new that I'm doing. He'll be telling you about his life and his career and what's been going on from a more practical point of view. And but it's very light messaging, a light message. It's not anything serious. Okay, so you might want to just take that communication with a grain of salt and not read into it. Just be careful that you don't read into it. I'm not saying that you would, but you may just want it to be more, and it just feels to me like it's keeping it real simple right now for him. But I feel like he does want to communicate, and I do feel that he does want to tell you about what's going on with him. He may have had to start a new business or start something new, or there's a new opportunity. This is very much a card of also being a student, so there may be something about him having to go back to school or take on some new skills. Okay, so it's kind of nice because he wants to share this with you. So, and I feel like, too, the ghosting, a lot of it came because of what's going on in his financial world at this time, or his, his career and things like that. There's an element of being excited. This card, too, always feels to me also like the reason why he will share this is because he places high value on your opinion and on you. Even though his actions may not say that, that's what I feel is coming through. So yeah, I would say so. I would say so. Okay, so I did have a $5 payment from Alex, and I'm not sure if that's a donation or if Alex is trying to get a question. So if Alex, if you are here, I'm not ignoring you. So please just let me know. And also, by the way, if anyone does need a refund, it's taking a really long time to get that money back, so because of stuff going on. So just so you know. You're welcome, Catherine. Okay, Adri, will my Sagittarius have a change of heart, or should I not waste my time? Okay. Will my Sagittarius have a change of heart, or should I not waste my time? All right, Adri. Thank you. Thank you to everyone who's made a payment. I appreciate it. All right, will Sagittarius have a change of heart, or should I just not waste my time? Should she not waste her time, or what should she do? Okay, Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, and the Four of Swords. Wow. um, you know something? I feel like, yes, there will be a change of heart, Adri. There's going to be communication between you. Listen, the Four of Swords is a card of healing after a heartbreak, or a breakup or something along, or communication that was difficult, hit the heart. And this is healing from that. This is a recovery card. You know, Three of Swords is when we have that breakup. The Four of Swords is the healing process where we, go into healing mode. So I feel that there will be communication, overcome problems, overcome obstacles. There's very passionate. There's a potential here for a new start. Now just remember, it's just a potential. But I do feel like the person is going to be truthful with you. And there's a very strong, passionate connection here as well, from your person's side, the feeling towards you with the Ace of Wands. Yep. And these two cards here are divinely guided. So it's almost as if, these come down. This is grace. So there's a grace period that's been happening here. And I feel like this grace period is enabling this new beginning to start on both sides. You both have these cards. So it's very positive energy for me when I look at these cards for you. Because it's not just about having communication, but it is about having a change of heart within. And that's what this Four of Swords represents to me. Healing from some type of something that happened. Maybe if there was a third party, or if there was just a heartbreaking communication or an argument or something. Taking the time out to reassess it and having that beginning happen again. Yeah. So there will be a change of heart, and there definitely is potential for a brand new start here with you guys. So yeah, stay very positive here. It looks good. It looks very good. This is also a card of peace. So I feel from your person's side, they've reached a place of peace, of healing and peace. Was it mutual? Oh, you're so welcome, Adri. You are so welcome. Okay. Tamara, thank you. When am I going to find love I thought I had with Gemini, but he walked away? I don't understand. Okay. When am I going to find love I thought I had with Gemini, but he walked away? I don't understand. So you're seeking like a date. So I'll see if I can pick that up for you. Okay. Oh, so, well, first of all, if you're going to, the answer is yes. Tamara, you are. This is Leo energy here. And this feels to me during the warmer months is when the energy is going to come in for you. So as far as like when I'm looking for a date or a time period, a time frame, I feel it's very positive for you to find this energy in the warmer months. Now, of course, I don't know exactly where you live, so warmer months could be whatever season is warm for you as far as date-wise. So, I'm seeing a Leo here, Leo energy. Okay, so this might be a Leo coming into your life. This is very playful energy with this person. Very passionate, warm, glowing, fun, exciting energy with the sun. It's a very positive energy from somebody here, and a very positive situation to occur for you, and make you feel like you're free. So I would look out for a Leo sometime. You might be going to a birthday party for someone whose birthday is like the end of July into August. Okay. If you have like you might meet someone at a birthday party or someone who's having a Leo birthday. Could be a young girl. You might meet somebody there, I'm feeling. Like if you go to a friend's birthday party who has a child or a little girl. Yeah, it's good. It looks very good. There might be like, maybe she likes unicorns. Or there's like a piñata. Oh, that's it. That's what I was feeling. There's a piñata. Something to do with a piñata. You're welcome. You're welcome. Did I miss anyone? Okay. Let's see. Did Adriana, that was a Dree, right? I think I already got her. It may be, even Tamara, if you have a child. I don't know if you have a child whose birthday is summer birthday, too. Or it's the other scenario. It's just something in a birthday party in the summer, and something to do with a unicorn or a horse or a piñata, something. Okay, let's see. I want to pull a love message, a freebie. So I'm hearing for you guys, if there is someone has a message for someone here, I felt inclined to break out this deck, a love message. So I feel inclined to give this. I'm not sure if this might be from someone who has passed away. There's a message for someone here from someone who has passed away. That's what I'm feeling. Or just it's like an energetic thought from someone who's thinking of you right now. And there's a message or something that they want you to know. Okay, there are 4 messages. All right, so for those of you who have the benefit of still being here, you're going to get this. Okay. Look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually, we are always united, for love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. And one last one. They're saying it's important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give to yourself. Okay, so these are space cards here. Someone is thinking of you. You can feel their love. Now, who is this? This could be anyone. This could be someone that you're just not connecting with right now. Could be someone who's passed on, who's thinking of you and hasn't left. And I'm hearing, okay, This is what I'm hearing. For those of you who have lost someone who meant a lot to you, and you are still grieving that loss, and when I say who've lost someone, I'm speaking of, well, it could be a heartbreaking situation, whether they've passed away or anyone. I'm hearing they're saying to you, act as if I'm not gone, though we may be physically apart. So I'm seeing you driving in your car, and you have an empty passenger seat. And what I'm hearing is the message to you. Speak to me as if I were in the seat next to you. Turn your head and talk to me. Sure, you may look silly driving in your car, talking to yourself, but in this day and age, who knows? You could be on your headset. Nobody judges anymore, but they're saying, start talking to me while I'm in the car with you. That's what I'm hearing. Don't not speak to me. I want you to continue speaking to me the way you've always spoken to me, as if I were really there. And they're not saying for you to do this to make yourself crazy, but to do this to heal you. And I don't know how that would make sense for you, but it's supposed to, they're saying this is going to heal you in some way, okay? Because the more you focus on them not being there, the longer you grieve. And it sounds counterintuitive because it sounds like that you would be living in some sub-reality of some sort. But it would sound to me like you're not letting go, right? You might think, well, if I'm speaking to somebody I lost who's really not there, as if they are still there, isn't that me still holding on? Well, even if you're not speaking to them, you're still holding on to it, right? So it doesn't matter. They're saying that the act of speaking to your person who's not with you, whether they're sitting in the back seat or the passenger seat, or you're in the bathroom, or you're in the kitchen cooking, talk to them and tell them what you're doing. Tell them that you're about to chop lettuce. Tell them that you're making a left turn here because you're going to the store. Send this person a text message, right? If they are not on the other end of the text message, right? Like, I know some of you may be thinking along the lines of an ex that you've broken up with, and you can't text them. Make a fake text, like text yourself. Send a text to yourself as if you're speaking to them, and not ask questions, but just tell them what you're doing. They want you to talk to them. If you're sitting watching the television, tell them that you like this show you're watching. This is a really good show. And they're saying that will release you from the grief. This will release you from the grief. This will help you, right? So I know that was deep, and I don't know who that's for, but it seems more like an exercise. It feels more like an exercise. You know, it's kind of like if you go to somebody's graveside, you speak to them, you talk to them. Don't stop speaking to this person, whomever they are. Right, okay. So, let's see. We're going on about 80 minutes now. So, do we have anyone else here that would like to ask a question? You can ask a question in regard to also someone who's passed. I can pick up the energy. Sometimes they just channel through me. But more so, not visually, but more so verbally, messages, things like that. And I'll wait just maybe another 5 minutes, and then I'm going to get going. And I'm going to actually, you guys, be on a lot more now. Okay, so I'll pop on live a lot more, especially this week coming up. Um, I know this is going to be a crazy week for all of us, and I really do hope that you are all seriously taking it seriously to stay in the house and stay away from others. If you can manage this week to isolate and take on that hermit energy and just speak to people through phone, try to do that if you can. Do the very best that you can. Stay protected. Your eyes, your nose, and your mouth, cover them, because these viruses can get in through the eyes. So I don't care if it's night and you have to wear sunglasses. Wear glasses, even if they are at fake glasses. You just want a protective covering over your eyes. Okay. And I just say this because I worked in the health field, and the like I said, this virus, it's not just your nose and your mouth, it's your eyes as well. So I don't know that people, they're not really speaking about that too much. They were just talking about wearing face masks, but your eyes need to be protected. Mr. Plummer, yeah, just stay protected. Okay, so I think we're good. I hear my dog barking. Usually he barks around this time when the mailman comes, but you know what? It's Sunday, so I don't know what's going on with him. He's kind of a lunatic. So, yeah, I think that's going to be it. If I pop on later this evening, I'm just going to show up. I won't put a scheduled coming up reading. I might just pop in. So, all right, I'm going to get going. And I hope you all stay safe. I hope you enjoyed that reading. Please do hit the like button on your way out, and please do hit the subscribe button as well. And you are very welcome, Marco. Thank you, Mark, for all of your help. Once again, God bless you all. And Toki, if she's here, thank you. And if anyone is interested also to become a moderator for my channel, my live streams, you can let me know in the chat next time I come on, or you can shoot me an email at moonpietarot@gmail and let me know, and I'll just give me your username on YouTube, and I'll just tick you to be a moderator here. And Mark will, obviously show you. You could just copy and paste what he puts up there, because Mark's very good at what he does here. All right, you guys, so take very good care. I love you all from the bottom of my heart. Be safe. I want to see you guys here tomorrow and the rest of this week, so I know that you're okay. And I will speak with you soon. Okay? Take care.